It is never too late to change who you are, what you want to do, anything about any of your relationships, any situation in your life. It is never too late to change and change things for the better. If you want to find out how you can do that, then keep watching this video. Hi my loves, welcome if you're new here. My name is Hetty and on this channel we discuss all things positive, high vibe and how to use the law of attraction to manifest the life of your dreams. If you haven't already, then hit that subscribe button up for me just so you don't miss any more wonderful content like this. Now I'm going to get straight into today's video. So if you have come across today's video, if you're watching right now, then that means that you want to change something in your life. And you're probably thinking, but how do I change something that it's finished, it's done, it's so far the other way from how I want it to be? I just don't see a way back from changing it. What am I supposed to do? Now, this could be about any relationship that you have, any situation, a job, your health, whatever it is. You can change that situation today. It doesn't need to take weeks or months or years or lots of efforting and hard work to change that. So keep watching, because this is not a really complex formula that you need to apply to your life in order to change anything that you want to change. It is the most simplest thing you have ever heard of in your life. So the law of attraction states that like attracts like, and we all live in a universe that works on the basis of vibrational frequency. So even though we can't see it, it doesn't mean it isn't working. So we all give off a different level of vibration. I'm sure you've had times in the past where you haven't spoke to someone, but you just know that they're annoyed with you about something, or you haven't yet spoken to someone that you fancy, but you know that they fancy you because they are giving off those vibes to you. You know without talking to people a lot of the time what kind of character they are, and you use your intuition, and that is based off vibrational frequency that we can't always see. So it works the same for you as well. You are always, whether you are trying or not, giving off a vibrational frequency. So you have to ask yourself every single moment, what vibes am I giving off right now? Am I giving off stressful vibes, sad vibes, angry vibes? Am I giving off negative and bored vibes and can't be bothered vibes and life is just so hard, I can't be bothered with it, and you're giving off those vibes? Or are you giving off excited, happy, positive energy and successful vibes, loving vibes, creative vibes? What are you putting out there? What do you feel like in this very moment? And how we feel in this very moment is a great indication of what our future is going to look like. Now, the majority of us only create from the past because we tend to continue to want to live in the known, and the known is only the past. We can only know what has come before, whether that be from ourselves or from someone else's story that we have known. And the only way to actually change and create a new, more positive future is to live and be in the unknown. To live in the present moment is all that we ever have. There is no such thing as a past or future. Even in the past, at that moment, you were living in the now in that past moment, and in the future you'll be living in the now in that moment. So instead of continuing to recreate and continue to regurgitate your past and live in the same patterns again and again, you might have noticed that you stay sort of in the same position in jobs, you never really progress past a certain point, or your relationships get to a certain point, or your relationship that you're in currently staying at the same level, and you know the excitement's kind of gone out from it because you're living in the past and you're recreating the same patterns over and over again because you are used to that vibrational frequency, because you're used to feeling that way. And we have a conscious decision every single day when we wake up, every single moment that we have, second to second, minute to minute, hour to hour, we have the choice to choose how we want to feel. And the only way that we can create change is to consciously make that decision to choose how we feel in the moment, regardless of what is going on around us. So you might be thinking, well, right now my relationship is really bad, it's not going well, we're not really getting on, and I want to make it work, but I can't see how because this and this has happened in the past, and this, and you refer to the past. Or my job, I want to try and make it work in my job, or I want to change job, but I just can't see how I can right now because, you know, this has happened in the past and I've never seen anyone else get that kind of promotion at my age or at this kind of job before. And so you continue to live and regurgitate the past and live in the same vibrational frequency that you always have done. And that is why your day-to-day situation isn't improving. It isn't changing in whatever area of life it is that you are wanting to change. So we have to be conscious every single moment. And at first it can seem like you are, a little bit efforting, because it can take more energy to live in positive and high vibrational energies, but it is worth it and it pays off. It starts to bring around to us, like attracts like, more positive vibrational energies and frequencies with other people. So when we choose to consciously decide to not look at our external reality too much and focus on the external reality of the past, and instead decide to focus on the now and what we can do in this moment to improve our lives, that is when they will start to improve. We have to accept and go into the unknown and the uncertain in order to create a new future for ourselves. Every single second is a chance to change and alter your vibration. Have you ever had it where you've been feeling down and then you speak to your friend on the phone or you watch a funny film and you laugh and you're like, oh my God, how was I so down? And you're almost embarrassed that you were so down and negative in that minute before, and your mood has been able to switch like that. Or the opposite of where you've been in a really happy, lovely, positive mood and your mood has switched, your vibration has instantly gone to a sad, angry vibration because you've seen something that has triggered those old past emotional vibrational frequencies within you. And so you can see how quickly our vibration can change when we consciously make the effort to be and live in a happier frame and decide how we want our future to look instead. That's when things will start to improve. So the best thing that you can use this for and to change is for relationships. So relationships, often you start off your relationship amazing, brilliant, lovely, honeymoon period, you're both going about your day, you're learning stuff about each other, so you haven't got those old vibrational frequencies of learning about each other and living in the same sort of past, because you haven't learned that yet. You're still learning new things, but it gets to a point in a lot of relationships where you know about the person, you know most things about them, you know what they're like, maybe you've had an argument in the past about certain things, and so you continue a lot of the time to regurgitate and recreate those situations. So you start arguing more because you are used to doing that. You start going on a little bit more of a negative path, you get a bit complacent, and a lot of relationships kind of plateau at a certain point, and people think that that's just what it is, that's just what life is, it can't really get any better, this is just what we're used to, I'm just used to them doing this and they're just used to me doing this, and yeah, we argue every week, but that's just what it is. But it doesn't have to be like that. You can change it. Whatever you want to change in yourself, you can change. Now you might be thinking, but what I want to change in my relationship or job, whatever it is I'd like them to take the bins out more, or I'd like them to pull their weight a little bit more, or to pay more in certain situations. I pay for a lot, or I'd like, other people in work to take the workload. What is it that you want? You need to stop putting in what it is that they're doing and decide what you want and focus on feeling positive and happy about that before it's happened. It can't happen for us unless we are that thing before it happens. We have to live in that vibrational frequency and energy before we see the change of it. So if you're wanting your partner to take the bins out more or to pull their weight around doing the housework more, then start living as if they are already doing that. Forget about what you are currently seeing around you. Wake up feeling positive and happy that that has already happened for you, and say to yourself, I am so grateful. Pick out the positive traits in that person, pick out the positive things that you like, and decide to focus on the positive instead of the negative. And honestly, they will wake up feeling inspired one day without you having these conversations to start taking out the bins more and to pull the weight more. And you will think, but how would they do that if I've not said anything directly to them? It works, honestly. You don't need to have long conversations and work through all your problems and issues and talk and regurgitate the negative all the time. The only way to make change is to focus on the positive instead of regurgitating the past and the negative and going through the problems and emphasizing them more and noticing them more. You have to focus on the positive. What do they do that you love? What do they do that really helps you out? What does your job offer you that you love? Focus on the positives. Do the things every single day to raise your vibration. Focus on those positives, and the people and situations will wake up and be inspired to take that action themselves off their own back. And you will start to see that behavior in them change. Now, I'm not saying that you have to change people. You shouldn't have to change anyone. People should only do what they want to do for themselves. But you will wake up, and they will wake up both feeling inspired to make these positive changes in situations, because you are not putting your focus and your vision on what is not working, and you're putting your focus and your vision on what is working and what you want to work. Only think about your own vibration. You don't need to, for this, think about, but they, I sense that they feel off. Don't worry about that. It's nothing to do with anyone else's vibration. One person who is in alignment and high vibrational frequencies and positive, happy moods is 1,000 times more powerful than someone who is living in anger or sadness or fear. It's so much more powerful to be in these higher vibrational frequency emotions, and things start coming around so quick. You don't need to wait weeks or months or years for these changes to start happening. Once you choose consciously to live in a high vibrational frequency, you will see changes around you left, right, and center, and you haven't even asked for them. You've just decided to live life and be happy and focus on what it is that you want to do. So I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have, let me know and give me a like, just so I know you support my content. It helps us grow as a channel here, so I can continue making positive videos to help you guys improve your life and raise your vibrational frequencies. So until next time, keep spreading the positive vibes and love, and I will see you soon. Mwah!